Welcome back, everybody. It's Fat Rogue Sarenixen. We're playing some more Avadon, the Black Fortress. I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, show your support by booming on that like button. And if this is your first time on the channel, then you get the ba-boom, the double boom, by booming on that subscribe button. And that's the best one. It helps me out, it helps you out, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you. Each and every one of you so much that I want you to know about Jesus Christ and what he's done for you and what he's done for me. If you don't know who Jesus Christ is, if you don't have a Holy Bible, send me a message. I'll see what I can do. Okay? It's important. Really, really is. All right. Now, as far as Avadon goes, we were about to... I think we're going to go turn some quest ins. But before we go do that, we need to go... Yeah. Wait a minute. That's where I was at. Let's see what a journal says. A journal says, deal with Tartom. A man named Abi, he believes that Tartom is selling quality weapons to the tribes. He asks you to investigate. Alright, Tartom is somewhere else. Find Quinnell is an envoy from Kellen, currently in Avadon. He asks for your help. So that's in Avadon. Tartum is an agent of Avadon, pretending, Naray, if she is guilty, and if so, bring her to justice. We couldn't bring her to justice, she got away. And we can't get to Libram yet, so that's pretty much it. We need to go back to, Avadon, I believe. We've been there, I think it's here. Yeah. Time to head home. What do you want? To marry you. She says she can aid me. Let's see. Yeah, she eyes you. Do you need assistance? No, we're good. What's going on in here? Party, party. Anything here? It's about the Richlands. Yay for reading books. I don't see nothing. Alright, so let's head home. I think we've done what we're supposed to. You approach the ruler and return to Avadon. And instantly, boing, and we're heading back. All right. Who are we supposed to talk to? I think it's in here. No. I want to talk to her. Miranda looks up from her desk. What else do you need to know? There's much to do and little time to do it. I aided Zethron. Miranda asked you a few questions about the wretches. Then she pulls a familiar scroll from her papers and makes a decisive X marks on it. Then this can go into the records. Though I do wonder, did anything unusual occur when you were in the Kiva? I met a Shadow Walker. The wretches were being led by an ogre. The people around Goldcrack feel the pact is ignoring them. They are angry. Met a Shadow Walker. Oh, really? Describe this person. You do. I am not sure who this person is, or whether he is a servant of Avadon. It is good to know that you told me everything you know. It is good that you told me everything you know. Remember, many people will try to turn your service of Redbeard to their own ends. You must be very careful on deciding who to help and who you don't. Let's see. The wretches were being led by ogres. Such things are known to happen. She makes some notes on the paper. This merits more investigation. If it is good that you tell me. And the people are angry. She holds out her hands. What can we do? You have seen the chaos that afflicts us inside and outside of Avadon. Should we tell them that strange incidents are happening all over the Linnaeus, and we haven't the forces to deal with them? Tell them that we are weak? No, we will appear strong and do what we can. Goldcrack will get our attention. It must simply wait its turn. I don't have anything else. She nods and folds up the paper. This will be kept in the records, and with that you are a true servant of Avadon. But you have time to ask, if you can, rest and settle in. She continues, but we are still, our supply of hands is limited. Another task requires doing, another minor hunting expedition, nothing of importance, I am sure, but I am sending you. Let's see. I'd like to know more about you. She reclines back in her chair. Hands always ask about that. I don't understand why. I'm not sure that I am that interested, since we will be working together. However, I think I have a minute to spare. I came here from Darren when I was young. I was an eye, but I drew Redbeard's notice. Why did he promote you? Why I did. Why indeed. She is silent for a time. We eyes had to prepare reports for him. He noticed that mine were more useful than most. I think. More helpful. More information, I suppose. So he made me a heart, an advisor, one who gives not just facts, but opinions. He consults with me about everything. Enough that some call me one of his wives when I am out of earshot. Does he have an actual wife? He is married to his power and his duty. His awesome duty. Alright, we're good. We're good. Alright, so now we need to talk to her. What's our next mission? Alright, Miranda takes a sheet of papers from a pile on her desk. The writing on it is crude and full of misspellings and an unusual petition from a girl named Lorella. Normally, it would be ignored, but her voice drills off for a moment. You are going to Cameria. That is the part of Wilderin and split off and opposed. That is the part of Wilderin that split off and opposed the pack. Apparently, there's some horrible monster there hunting the populace. You need to investigate, see if there's anything there that merits our attention, and if there is a beast, bring back a sample of its flesh to be examined by our mages. To get there, there's something I must give you. Tell me more about Lorella. She tends to linger outside of Redbeard's chambers until they throw her out. You can go and speak with her yourself, in fact. I suggest that you do before you depart. She is spirited. In fact, to present her petition, she walked all the way here from Cameria, through the lands of the hostile tribes, alone. Her dedication has attracted our attention. Should I discuss this? No. You will only rarely speak with Redbeard directly. Your orders come from me. Okay. Why does this merit attention? Because Lorella described the beast to me, and the affair has the stink of uncontrolled magery. Redbeard agrees. Someone in the Farlands may be concealing something from us. If so, they must be dealt with, and if necessary, punished. What do I need to get from you? She collects the yellow crystal she gave you earlier. In return, she gives you a gold chain with a blue gemstone. The portal you need to use is on the far side of the library. It will take you to Cameria, the Farlands' hostile territory. You should also see the craftsmaster. I am sure he will have something else to give you. Once you've spoken with Lorella, you should go there and find. She checks the scroll. Orgrim's Tor. It is a fortress there. Ask questions, learn the truth of this monster. Destroy it if you choose, and watch for signs of magic that could threaten the pack. And remember, these are the Farlands, and you are from Avadon. Accept no insolence. Demand obedience. All of them, from the loftiest lord to the most pathetic peasant, answer to you. And one more thing. Do not let the local lords or soldiers know why you are there until absolutely necessary. My instincts tell me that quiet and secrecy would serve you well there. Here. Thanks. Alright. You need to go to Cameria. Yeah. New quest. I'm down with that, man. I'm down with that. Let's go look for this. Oh, the gate's closed. Where was he? Down here? Yeah, he was down here. Who are these people? What the? I got them all. Oh no. This ain't gonna be good. Let's see. This guy is a... I don't know. Ooh, a locksmith. He's a rogue. So we're gonna just do all decks. And then power specialization, battle specialization. Let's go with battle. Definitely put in some lock picks. Blade training. Where's my points at? Oh, I got 9. Can we put more into that? What else we got? Healing focus. Earth discipline. Lightning discipline. Steel discipline. Oh, we got all kinds of stuff going on. That's it for that guy. Goodness gracious. What are you? I don't even know what you are. Let's see. I think she's the shaman. We're going to go with vitality. And I'm thinking that you're probably intelligence based. Let's just pump that up and we'll go this route. And then we'll doom. We'll just put a little bit of everything into everything. There we go. Can we put 2 in there? No. That's it. That's it. We got it all. Booyah. We're good. Alright, so where's the quartermaster? Is this it? It's a craftmaster. Tell me what to do. Do you have something for me for my next mission? I'm so happy that you asked. He claps his hands and a winking assistant brings you a pouch. You feel something moving inside. You open it and find a bunch of rat tails. They're still moving, writhing and twitching. Some of them still have bits of gore attached. Oh, don't make that face. Those tails are infused with the life energy of entire rats. In battle, take a handful out and throw them onto the floor, and you will have an army at your disposal. And that reminds me, sometime you may wish to ask me about enchanting your equipment. Alright, so can you teach me about enchantments? I'd be happy to. There exist crystals that are often infused with raw magical energy. On the right sort of anvil, like this one, he nods at the anvil, you can transfer that energy into a weapon or piece of armor, infusing it with power. He points to the east. I will have an assistant unlock one of my storerooms. There is such a crystal there. You may use it. How do I use the enchantments? Place the piece of armor or weapons on the anvil. Place the crystal on the item. Smash the crystal. The magic of the anvil will bind loose the power into the equipment. Anvil. Are there limitations? Well, the crystal power is inherently raw and unstable. You can only place the power of one crystal in any item, and once the item has been infused with power, that power is there to stay. It cannot be removed or replaced. Thanks! Alright, so we got a storeroom that's supposed to be unlocked. How about it? Where's this storeroom at? Hello? What's that? There we go. Look, is that a crystal? Let's see, what's the button? This one? A blessed runestone. Oh, we got all kinds of runestones. We don't need his. What about this one? Still locked. Alright. Oh, here's a... Ain't nothing in it. Ain't nothing in it. How about here? Nothing? Alright. So now we go back up here. Come on. Come on. That looks like stairs down. It is stairs down. Let's go check that out. When you have a runestone, combine it. Okay, we got that. Alright, so what am I combining? Well, I got this nice breastplate. Let's put this down here. And combine this with a weapon or piece of armor. It makes a weapon more likely to hit. Makes an armor to provide more protection. Boom. Now how do we combine? That combine button. Yay! Now we put this on here. And we take this steel helmet. And we do that one. And makes armor provide more physical protection against attacks. That's what we want. Because we're all about the armor. Has their weight went up yet? And how much does this weigh? 4 pounds. Goodness. Makes armor provide magical. Makes armor provide more protection. Let's see. Are we wearing bracers? That's steel, right? That's iron. That's a steel helm. What about our sword? Let's put that down here. And we have more likely to hit. Increase endurance. Curses are more effective. More likely to hit. Attacks, magical attacks do more damage. We don't have magical attacks, so let's blessed runestone. Blessed runestone works for me. Boom. All right. That's good enough for now. I don't know what we're going to do with this bundle of rat tails. It's so nasty. It really is. Alright, there's a bow. We should have sold that. How much does this shield weigh? It's 12 pounds. That one's 12 pounds, and that's parry. This one has 5% chance to parry, 16% armor. Well, why ain't I using that one? I mean, what's wrong with you? There you go. That's better. Alright. Yay! Yeah, we could do everybody else, but, you know, they'll be alright. Let me see what you have for sale. Can you tell me about the T brand? His back stiffens, then he sighs. Perhaps you should learn more of my land. You spend enough time there. However, I would not discuss it right now. I have much work to do. Let me see what you have for sale. I want to buy... Can we buy a scarab? What's a spiny scarab do? Thorn shield? Teleport? Mind resistance? Strength and endurance. That one's expensive. We're good. See ya. See ya. Alright, so we're supposed to go upstairs and talk to Oh, we were going to check out that downstairs, weren't we? Yeah. Let's go down here. Is there something down here? I didn't even notice these were stairs before. There's a chest right there. It's locked. What's in here? Look at that. Bars of iron. They ain't got no value though. We'll leave them there. What we got in here? You enter Craftmaster Nicodemus's private forge, where much of his most creative, if not necessarily useful, work takes place. Avadon has built over a natural steam vent, and much of that heat is directed into this chamber. Two of Nicodemus's assistants are moving things around to the north. Not humans, but humanoid, tall, scaly, and with thorns and fangs. Somehow Nicodemus has bound two infernals to his service. Fortunately, collars around their necks hold them in bondage. Okay. I want to see them. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, man. Not yours, not yours. A bunch of not yours. Can we talk to these guys? What about over here? Just a regular shield. Can we talk to you? You get close enough to the Infernos to take a nice long look. It's very rare to get to so close to see these huge, unpredictable creatures. Fortunately, the collar it wears shocks it painfully whenever it tries to lunge at you. Eventually, you leave them to return to their work. If the magic of their collars ever fails, this chamber will become very dangerous. Hello. Hello. Huh. Well, that's kind of cool. Alright, let's head back up. Alright, so we were supposed to go upstairs and talk to... Is it over here? Was it over here? Is this how you go upstairs? I can't remember. Oh, it's here. Booyah! And we're supposed to talk to Lorella. Lorella sits at the table, picking at her bread and dry fruit and sipping her tea. She is clearly overwrought by her surroundings, but she does a good job of concealing it. She is very brave. Greetings to you. I thank you for your attention. I have come far to ask for help of my tribe in Cameria. Have you been assigned to aid us? I am going to Cameria now to deal with your problem. Her face lights up. Really? You're really going to help us? I thank you. I thank you. And have you come to me to hear my tale? I will tell you what I can. It is strange that she has little fear of you. Cameria is one of the far lands, a sworn enemy of the Pact. She must have a very good reason to come here. Tell me about Cameria. She smiles sadly. She clearly misses her home. It is my home. It is beautiful and the lands are rich. Our warriors and shamans are mighty. She hastens to add, though we have no intention of angering the Pact. And her spires, they are truly. She is speechless with awe. I long to see them again. How did you tell me about the spires? We make towers and castles of stone. Not delicate or weak, but massive, huge blocks of granite, moved with muscle and magic. Her eyes gleam with awe, and she stops. I am sorry. They are nothing to compare with the works of the Pact. How did Cameria come to oppose the Pact? She seems nervous. I only know what I was taught. I do not wish to give offense. Only the Wildrim said, once the Wildrim and Cameria were one, tribes living near each other, sometimes trading, sometimes fighting. But while the Wildrim was content to stay barbarians, we of the Cameria saw the stone spires in the cities of the other lands, and we wanted them for ourselves. So you began to move into cities. Yes, with mighty walls and towers of stone, these tribes were in the north, and came to be called Cameria. And the bar, she chokes off the words of barbaric. The southern tribes joined the Pact to avoid our might, and she stops herself once again. I'm sorry, the Pact is mighty, and we obey their laws. I do not want to anger you. I have another question. How did you come here? She recalls her journey. You can see on her face how difficult it was. I walked through the Wildrim. It was difficult and dangerous. If I was found, it would have been... I'm glad to be here. How did you evade detection? I only traveled at night. I hid in undergrowth and piles of refuse during the day. There was little to eat. It was slow, but I had to come here. I had to. Only Avadon could help us. If Wildrim tribe found me and realized I was from Cameria, I took a great risk to come here, but I had to. How will you get home? She smiles. Heart Miranda came to see me. She is very kind. She has given me papers of passage with the seal of Avadon. Not even the Wildrim tribes would touch me with this paper. That much is true. Even the most foolish bandit would not bother one under the protection of Avadon. I will walk back proudly. on the roads. Let's see. She is eager to tell you through the memory of it is very clearly painful. It took 3 months to get here, so my tale is old. But I will say what I can. I am from the village of Dolores Dam in Camoria. We serve Lord Castor who lives in the mighty stone fortress of Orgrim Tor, whose stone walls block out the sun. But a year ago, our village was stalked. A beast roams the night, a horror of shadow and blood. Tell me about this beast. It is large, tall as a mighty warrior. It moves like the wind in a cloud of rot and shadow. It circles our homes and farms in the night, tearing apart any traveler it can find in its lust for our flesh. And then, the following morning, it is gone, leaving us with nothing but tears and what is left of our loved ones. Why doesn't we beg for his help? He does not answer. He shuts himself up in his fortress and is deaf to our pleas. We do not understand it. Thus I come to you, since we pay so much to the pact and tribute. We thought you should have a reason to protect us. And you know nothing else about this beast? No, nothing. We sent warriors into the woods to find it, but they never returned. Thus I ask for your help, and thus that is all I have to tell you. I'm so grateful for your aid. How many has it killed? We don't know for sure. We do not know how many steads it feeds upon. We have lost dozens. She swallows hard, including my dear brother. It was his loss that moved me to act. That's all for now. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Do. Should we go bother Redbeard? Let's go bother Redbeard. Yo, Redbeard. He returned to Redbeard's chamber and found the keeper sitting on the throne, hands in his lap, eyes closed, scrolls and reports scattered on the floor. At first you think he's asleep, that or simply unaware of your presence. Then as you turn to leave, he says, I never really thought it would be like this in the beginning. Oh, must be 60 years ago now. Is that when you came to Avadon? He nods, eyes still closed. I was a farmer's child, could have spent my life threshing wheat, shearing sheep, that sort of life, but there was still unfinished business from the Black Age pulled me away. The Black Age? The Civil War inside the Pact, the lands of the East versus the lands of the West, and the far lands taking advantage of our confusion to hack at us whenever they got, any chance they got. It was at the end of the Black Age that Avadon was built, to help prevent such chaos from ever happening again. You grew up on a farm? Of course. I had to grow up somewhere. Out in the fields, far from anything, hearing my parents tell tales of the Black Age, of the kin that died, seeing the bones in the dirt, and of course, the unending boredom, the wheat, the sheep, not surprising that some of us were determined to leave. You left to fight, there was a need. By the time I came of age, the Civil War was over, but some pockets of resistance remained. Armies of mercenaries and rogues living in the wildlands and doing whatever they wanted. Hanvar's council recruited young warriors in the Legion, bundled us up into forces, 1,000 warriors to a force, and threw us into the wilds. Who did you hunt? The sort of scum that thrives in chaos and feeds off the weak. I got a good long look at the sort of violence, the vileness that comes about when leadership is absent and chaos is allowed. Did you suffer heavy casualties? Oh, yes. The Pact in decades after the Black Age was a poor and weakened thing. Such luxuries as proper training and equipment were not always available. A lot of those bored young people never returned to the tedium of farm life. And how did things go for you? I was a natural, of course. I saw how low people could sink when the law was not enforced, and I showed great skill with the blade and spear. He looks down at the palace scrolls surrounding him, eyes and hearts lurk in the shadows, waiting for Redbeard's orders. But I suppose I should end this reverie soon. My skill and effectiveness drew the attention of Avadon, and they soon plucked me from the waist and brought me here. How'd you become keeper? The old keeper was Talara, truly an inspiration, effective and lethal. Then she disappeared. Avadon was in chaos. Keepers would rise, only to be assassinated within weeks. Talara's body was found. More keepers died. Hamburg's council even debated whether Avadon should continue to exist. The confusion disgusted me. I saw my opportunity. I gathered my friends and allies. I watched for my opportunity, and I struck. Did anyone try to kill you, and Avadon was allowed to survive? Did you kill the previous keeper? He grins. I can't remember. It was such a long time ago, but whoever was keeper before me, well, I'm sure he or she was a non-entity and not to be missed. And Avadon was, of course, and anyone who said otherwise soon drew my attention, and I made sure to win their agreement, or silence, by whatever means were necessary. Any who oppose Avadon are agents of chaos, and must be dealt with appropriately. Did anyone try to kill you? Of course, attempts on my life came fast and furious in the first few years. They slowed later on, as my foes saw the gruesome fates of those who interfered with me. But they have never stopped, and they have never come close to succeeding. You start to ask another question, but he raises his hand. The time for rambling is done. I must return to work, but first, young and ambitious hand, I have a question for you. Why do you think, in this perilous time, I have expended this time to tell you my tale? You are warning me. You are advanced in years, and that leads to rambling speech. You want me to understand why Avadon exists. You're warning me. No, you want me to. Yes, sometimes we are called to do horrible things and make difficult choices. We are reviled, and yet remember the fragility of life in the pact. The people accept our power because they know they need us to stay safe. Emotions for one of the hearts to approach. Your audience has come to an end. The conversation ends. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. And it's a dead end. We want to go here. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so we talked to Lorella, and we talked to that, and we talked to the quartermaster. I think it's time for us to get on our business. I think she said it was north of the library, which I think was up this way. I think the library is like right here. There's a crystal here somewhere. Excuse me. Why do I feel like I've never been here? A door must have been opened. That's all I can say. Alright, so this door is closed. Who is this? An Avadon worker. Somebody over here. What's this? Huh. I held my mouse over it for a minute and it talked. Is there anything here to pick up? Some meal. Huh. Well, I guess them statues don't mean nothing. Just a bunch of old stone. Just a bunch of old stone. There ain't nothing in here. It's just a garden. Bunch of jerks. I thought I'd found the way to go. Is this the right way? It looks like this door has been opened. Yes. There's a book. Let's go over here and read it. Boom. Hawklandia. Is this the way to go? We're taking this one and this one. Boom. I think this is where we go. We'll see. You emerge from the pylon stumbling and gaggling. The journey is getting no less wrenching as time passes. When your vision returns, you see the pylon is in the middle of the clearings in the forest. A cool wind blows through the trees, a nice change from the burning waste of Kiva. However, this pylon is very different. It is neglected. Leaves are strewn throughout the clearing, and the arrival platform is covered with moss. Also, some derogatory and obscene messages have been crudely painted on the pylon. It provides a helpful reminder you are in Camarilla of the Farlands, not only enemy lands, but prowled by some sort of vicious monster. Careful. Care will be required. Alright, guys. So, we're in Camarilla, and I think this is where we're going to stop this video. This has been the Fat Rogue Sarenixen, and I hope you're enjoying this. There's a lot of reading. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. We're doing this quest. We're getting it forward. We're in a new land. It's awesome. This has been the Fat Rogue Sarenixen. I want you to enjoy your day, enjoy your life, and keep on gaming, y'all. And may God bless you. You know He loves you. Over now.